Hello, so today we're going to go ahead, they're almost out of yogurt, so we're going to go ahead and make some yogurt. And this is a particular strain of yogurt called Caspian Sea yogurt, and it's special in the fact that it ferments at room temperature, not high temperature. I've been making yogurt for my kids every day for since my oldest daughter Rochelle's birthday when she was 1 year old. So she's 7 this year, so I've been making this for 6 years, and it's the same strain. So we're gonna go ahead and start. First off, yogurt-wise, it's watery, so it's watery. It's not a solid. It's a goopy liquid, I should say. And so all really need to do, the only thing you kind of have to remember is the fact that the higher the temperature, the faster the yogurt ferments, and so you'll have to watch the fermentation. We have a little bit left here, and you can see on the camera, it's down to about here, and we usually kind of fill it up here. And so we're gonna go ahead and just take regular milk. Now the bacteria eats lactose, so lactose-free milk doesn't really help. I go ahead and buy raw milk, and so this is raw milk. And the thing to remember is that they're microbes, and so the yogurt strain will eat into, long-term wise, will draw heavy metals out of a metal container. And also I wouldn't want to put it in a wood container because wood have surface cracks that might have micromold in it that might kill your yogurt. And I also wouldn't put it in terracotta that's unglazed because that's porous as well, and you might have bacteria in it. And I wouldn't put it in glazed terracotta because you might have heavy metals in, like the blues, the yellows, and things like that. So you're either looking at a plastic container, or in this case I'm preferring a glass container. This is an 8-cup Pyrex, and the reason why I prefer it because it's easy to pour because it's got a spout, and also because it comes with a lid for it. And so all we did is pour some milk in, and sticking with the theme of good for you, you'll notice that my stirring rod is glass. Don't use metal, don't use wood. You can use plastic if you have to, but really prefer glass. And so all we're doing is mixing up the yogurt with the milk, and then we'll go ahead and transfer it to a clean one. Now, I don't always transfer it. I might just go ahead and make the yogurt 2 or 3 times in the same vessel, but it gets gunky after a while, so for the video, I'm transferring it. And get a new lid. And that's it. That is it for making yogurt. Now, what I will tell you is a few side notes. This is a Pyrex cup with a plastic handle. This is what my daughter drinks out of every morning. This is her breakfast every single day since she was 1. Both of them, actually. So I don't know where my wife found this, so don't ask me, but I think it's made by Lock and Lock. I think it was. But it used to have a hard plastic cover that would fall off, and it was really irritating. So I went online, and this is made by Green Packs, and this is a multi-sized silicone seal. And then so this is to do, and again, keeping with avoiding plastic, and we go ahead and went with the glass straws. They're much healthier for you and recyclable, and instead of going through a billion straws, your rewashable ones. So this is what they drink their yogurt out of. I'm going to flip the camera around real quick just to give you a hint on making yogurt of what I do. And so over here is the yogurt, and you see on the wall, this is our yogurt light. So whenever yogurt is being made, is fermenting, we go ahead and put the yogurt underneath the light, and we go ahead and turn on the light. And the reason why is if it's just sitting on the counter, you kind of forget the fact that you're fermenting it. So you need some sort of signal that says, and that is it. And right now I'm in Houston, and it is hot as hell. And for this amount of yogurt, it'll probably ferment completely in about 4 or 5 hours. In the winter time, we make it at around 9 p.m. at night, and it takes almost a full 12 hours, so about 10 hours, and so it's good to go around 7 a.m. in the morning when they drink it. Now, how would you know that the yogurt is good to go? Well, I might come back and take another shot when it's fermented. But what you'll start seeing is as the yogurt bacterium eats the lactose, they'll start kind of farting, and so you'll have little air pocket bubbles. And also right now it's liquidy like milk, but after a while it's gonna be goopy like boogers, and that's when you know it's done. Also, you'll see bubbles forming on either the top or the bottom of the yogurt, and then you'll know that the yogurt is done. And that's what I do. I've been doing it for over 6 years, almost 7 years, and this is by far the healthiest breakfast that the kids could possibly have. It's got good friendly flora bacteria, and yogurt is much higher in nutrition than milk, and I'm lucky that there's a farm nearby, so I'm using all raw milk, and my wife says I don't drink milk, but my wife and my kids swear by it and think it's just, you know, delicious compared to all other milk. So that is my yogurt, and we use yogurt for everything. I'm making naan right now, and we use yogurt for that. I make any Indian food, any Pakistani food, any ethnic food that requires yogurt. I'm using my own, and as you see in the video, maybe I'll put a link somewhere here, we're eating tacos and making a Baja style crema sauce. I'm using my own yogurt as well. And yogurt's good for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as a marinade, as everything. So I recommend everybody make their own yogurt, because homemade yogurt probably has 10, 20, upwards of 40 times to 400 times the friendly bacteria that store-bought is, because you don't know how much bacteria they had to start with, and how well it was taken care of in transport. So I highly recommend everybody who is concerned about their health and have gastric problems to make their own yogurt. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and put some yogurt in the glass for the kids to drink. I'm on the lav mic, so if it sounds different, here we are. Like I said before, how did we know that it fermented fine? Because you kind of see, can you see? It kind of jiggles like booger and not really watery. And we use raw milk, and so you can see on top that layer is actually cream. So cream on top. And my glass stir, or go ahead and stir this guy up so it's nice and smooth. Just get all the sticky parts off the side of the wall. And it's basically a smoothie. And that's another thing that we do, not as often as I should, but with mangoes, you can go ahead and make mango lasa if you're Indian or Pakistani, and strawberry smoothies, yogurt smoothies, peach smoothies, anything. It's in liquid form already, so it's easy to smoothify. And we'll go ahead and do one. And that's one. Rochelle usually drinks a little bit more than Lydia does, so Lydia doesn't get quite a full cup. Right about there. And our silicone rubber gasket lid. Glass straws. So that is their breakfast, and that's been their breakfast for the last 7 years, 6 years. So hope you enjoyed this video.